Welcome to the Shaw Ribbon Cutting Marathon. I'm Alexander Padro. I'm Executive Director of Shaw Main Streets, the commercial revitalization organization that serves 7th and 9th Streets here in Central Shaw. And this is the third multiple ribbon cutting event that we've held. The first was last September, where we cut 3 ribbons, and the mayor was here for that. The second came in December, and we cut 5 ribbons in 1 hour. And today we're setting a record. We're cutting 7 ribbons on new businesses in the Shaw neighborhood in an hour and a half. So we're really happy that you're all here. We're very happy that we have all of the elected officials and agency directors and the deputy mayor here with us as well. Everyone knows that the Shaw neighborhood has been undergoing a remarkable revitalization. Yes, indeed, Ibrahim. You should know better than anybody. Over the 14 years that I've been an A&C commissioner, we've seen empty lot after empty lot and boarded up storefront after boarded up storefront brought back to life. And here we are at the epicenter of all of this activity at City Market at O. We have 600 units of housing. We have a 182-room hotel, in the lobby of which we're standing in this morning. We have the largest giant food store in the District of Columbia at about 73,000 square feet. Included in that housing, we have 90 units of affordable senior housing. So all of the activity in the neighborhood ripples out from this center point. I'm glad to also be joined by several members of the Shaw Main Streets Board of Directors. They are the unpaid workhorses that helped us to do everything that we do. I see Gretchen Wharton here, and look forward to having her participate in the ribbon cutting. I see former board member Letha Blunt. Any other board members? Oh, there's Ali, one of our newest board members, Ali Kianseri from Colombo Bank. So we're getting ready to get our sneakers on and start this sprint, which will take us from 9th and O over to the 1800 block of 7th Street, around to the 1900 block of 9th Street, before we're all done at noon. So hope you're all ready. We do have transportation for those of you that would like to go to the second leg, if you will, of the ribbon cutting. It's the van that will be picking you up right outside of the hotel. It's across the street right now. But if you also want to take a look at an alternative, you can also use Halo, the Shaw-based taxi hailing app, which is giving away $10 free rides as part of our event this morning. So if you just download the Halo app and type in Shaw 10, then you're good for $10 to get you where you need to go, either at the end of the event or sometime later in the day. So we can't do any of what we do at Shaw Main Streets without the support of the District of Columbia government. And that goes all the way to the top. Mayor Vincent C. Gray has been the strongest advocate of Main Streets and neighborhood commercial revitalization in the 11 years that Shaw Main Streets has been in existence. He has come to more of our events. He has been a visible supporter of everything that we're doing in the neighborhood. And if you've been seeing him going across the city talking about how many cranes we have, he also often talks about everything that's going on in Shaw as an example of what it's possible to do in terms of commercial revitalization with our neighborhoods. So I'm very pleased that the mayor is able to join us here this morning, and I'd like to ask him to come up and give us a few remarks. Mayor Gray.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. Let me first of all say good morning to Alex Padro, who has done such a dynamic job of leading Shaw Main Streets. I want to acknowledge we've been joined by Ward 6 council member. I heard somebody behind me say, this isn't Ward 6, but it is, right, Tom? Yeah, it is Ward 6. And I want to acknowledge the presence of Ward 6. I'm sorry. Did you say for once? You know what? I'm going to acknowledge that that's true. Anyway, I'm delighted that we've been joined by Councilmember Wells this morning also. This is truly an auspicious occasion. As Alex said, last September we did 3 in the same day, and then we came back in December and did 5. That was also, I guess I won't say headline, but Right Proper was one of the places that we started at, and I understand their business is doing extremely well. And now we're doing 7 today. We have our Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development with us. I want to ask him if he would come up and join me. Come on up, Victor. Victor and I didn't even know each other before January of 2011. And he has been with me, working with me the entire time. And I wanted him to be here today because I think this symbolizes the work that we've been able to do as a part of the amazing renaissance of this city. If somebody had told me, by the way, that a few years ago, because I grew up in this city, that we would be opening a hotel at 9th and O Street, 9th and O Street, you got to be kidding, man. It would have been, you know, what would be going on in that hotel? It may be a little entrepreneurial activity, but of course that's not the case because we're just north of the convention center at this stage, and this is yet another example of the development that's taking place and really spoking out, if you will, from the convention center. You know, everybody knows our population is growing, and along with it, the business development, the economic development opportunities here in the District of Columbia are growing as well. You know, in addition to the amenities that are being created in Shaw, and again, Alex, I want to thank you for spearheading much of what's going on here in Shaw. We also are working to create this area, especially 7th Street, as a technology corridor. We have established WeWork, as you know, over in the old Wonder Bread factory, and we also now have established a corridor along 7th Street from about the convention center all the way north to Petworth. And the idea is to really use it as a catalyst to bring technology firms along that corridor, which we know will create the opportunity individually for them to thrive, and then the collectivity, frankly, of them working, the synergy of them working together will be extraordinary for the continued expansion of our economy and the continued development of the District of Columbia, especially in these areas. So it's a great day. I look forward to being able to cut 7 ribbons. I guess, what's the next one? See, 3, 5, 7. Next one will be 9. We'll, just to follow the permutation there. But before I turn the mic back over to Alex, I want to ask Victor to say a few words because he's really done an extraordinary job. I love working with Victor every day. He's a problem solver. You know, we did the classic thing, and that is we defined what needed to be done. We developed a 5-year economic development strategy, and we've been working on it ever since, and he's been the point person out here helping us to do that. I also want to acknowledge, too, that we've been joined by our Director of the Department of Small Local Business Development, Rob Summers, who has responsibility for the CBE program and others here. Victor?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to begin by saying that it was really the mayor's vision to develop all throughout the city. He told me when we sat down the first time, he said, Victor, he said, I do not want to just see things happen in Ward 2 and Ward 3. I want them to happen 8, 7, 6, all over the city. And that's exactly what's happened. His vision has come to pass. And it's because he gave me the tools and the people necessary to make it happen. We were just mentioning Summers, Director Summers. He has taken DSLBD and pushed it to a new level. And a lot of the businesses in this room, a lot of them around on these neighborhood streets are now benefiting from that. We've combined it with the work in great streets, and many people in this room right now, young and old, have all stepped in and stepped up on great streets, and we've integrated that now with the tech, and it's just taking and working across agencies has been really the real asset that we haven't taken advantage of in the city, and it really is due to the mayor's effort, and I'd like to applaud him for that, and thank you so much, Mayor. And also, there has never been so much resource placed in these communities. I mean, you can walk down 8th Street, and pretty soon MLK, and really any corridor that's in a great streets portfolio right now, and you can see this kind of thing happen. It's because of you, sir, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Hoskins. Next, I'd like to bring forward Ward 6 Councilmember Tommy Wells. We're in wonderful Ward 6, and we're glad that he's able to be here today.
Thank you, Alex. Let's give Alex and the Main Street folks, Shaw Main Streets, a big round of applause for all the work that they do. You know, Mr. Mayor, how many times I have to read that supposedly DC's not business friendly? That in spite of that, we can't even have one ribbon cutting in one day because there are so many new businesses opening in Washington, D.C. The renaissance that's happening in the nation's capital is absolutely remarkable. This is a place where if you want to start a business, grow a business, be a part of the new jobs that are being created here, D.C. is clearly the most happening place in the country right now. Now, I know we have challenges. We want to be sure it's a city that works for everyone, a city that maintains its diversity. And Shaw is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in our whole city, and it has great cultural history that we want to embrace, preserve as we grow this city out. But nowhere do we have but a best example than Shaw of how many new businesses, how many people want to be here, how many people are willing to invest here is just extraordinary, and that's what today is about. So thank you to everyone. Victor, thank you for your time with us. I know you're not going far, but you know, I know it probably won't be near as exciting as Washington, D.C., but maybe you need to slow down a little bit, you know, and not work weekends, things like that. But we're going to continue to be the most exciting city all in America. So thank you to everyone, and especially Mayor, for being a part of that.
Thank you, Council Member. As the Mayor mentioned, we do have Rob Summers, who's the Director of the Department of Small and Local Business Development here. That's the agency that provides Shaw Main Street's public sector funding. So, Rob, would you like to come up for a moment and share a few words?
Thank you, Alex. And not to belabor the point, but this is truly a culmination of all the effort from Mayor Gray, from Deputy Mayor Hoskins, and all their support to turn this around. As Mayor Gray stated, being a native Washingtonian, seeing the change that has happened in this corridor is truly incredible. To your point, Mayor, I wouldn't have thought a hotel like this would be here with just being a hotel. So to that point, also, just want to, yeah, absolutely. And also, too, just want to thank the efforts of the Shaw Main Street Board, the work that Alex has done. If any of you follow Shaw Main Streets on Twitter, you see at 4 o'clock that there's a lot of activity going on. And Alex, I don't know how you do it, but there's always something that you're tweeting out of all the activity here on Shaw Street. So just want to thank Shaw Main Streets, thank Alex. Also want to acknowledge someone from my staff, Christina Amoroso, who helps the Shaw Main Street. She is their point of contact in our office. So this is a great day for Shaw Main Streets. It's showing continued effort and continued growth in our city. So thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much, Director Summers. I want to acknowledge that we have Monsignor Watkins from Immaculate Conception Church across the street here. Thank you for coming out this morning. And we also have a number of business owners, but there's one business owner that I want to highlight before we bring forward representatives from the Cambria Suites just to welcome us and then to cut the ribbon so we can keep moving on. And that is Wanda Henderson. Wanda, would you come up here a second, please? Wanda Henderson is the owner of Wanda's on 7th, one of the 7 ribbon cuttings that we're going to be doing this morning. And Wanda has an incredible story. Wanda was about to be displaced for the second time from the second location when the Progression Place development was set to begin. And we worked with Wanda and the developer to make sure that, you know, not only was Wanda able to come back to 7th and T Streets once the development was finished, but that she was able to receive the type of financial support that she needed in order to be able to realize the dream of an expanded salon, barbershop, and spa. And in conjunction with a Great Streets grant, Great Streets Small Business Capital Improvement Grant, thank you again, Victor, you know, that dream has come to reality, and we will be seeing Wanda's in a little less than an hour. So, Wanda, you have an incredible story. You're a wonderful entrepreneur, and we're so happy that you're back in Shaw.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
All right. So, if I could get Zach and Francisco to come forward so we can get ready to cut a ribbon.
3, 2,
Five, four, three, two, one. Go for it. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. Count down. 3, 2, 1. All right.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Go for it. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1.
There we go. That's number 7.